Hi to everyone, welcome to NCC channel. My name is Naresh, chemistry lecturer. Today I would like to discuss oxyacids of sulphur. Oxyacids of sulphur. In this video we can learn how to write formulas and structures in easy way method by using some simple tricks. Before going to oxyacids of sulphur, let us remember some terms. TS, DTDS, PMS, PDS. TS, DTDS, PMS, PDS. Okay, TS means thiosulfurous acid, thiosulfuric acid. So DT means dithionous acid, dithionic acid. DS means disulfurous acid, disulfuric acid. PMS means peroxomonosulfuric acid, and PDS means peroxodisulfuric acid. Now thiosulfurous acid, in shortcut we can write, let us imagine TS. TS means thiosulfurous acid, thiosulfuric acid. So dithionous acid, in shortcut let us imagine DT. DT means dithionous acid, dithionic acid. Now coming to disulfurous acid, in shortcut let us imagine DS. DS means disulfurous acid, disulfuric acid. So peroxomonosulfuric acid, in shortcut let us imagine PMS. PMS means peroxomonosulfuric acid. Now coming to peroxodisulfuric acid, in shortcut let us imagine PDS, peroxodisulfuric acid. Okay, now coming to formula. Every oxyacid of sulphur, it contains hydrogen, sulphur, oxygen. Hydrogen, sulphur, oxygen. Now coming to formula. Every oxyacid of sulphur, in every oxyacid of sulphur, H2S2 is the common. H2S2 is the common. In every oxyacid of sulphur, H2S2 is the common except peroxomonosulfuric acid. Except peroxomonosulfuric acid, it contains only H2S. Remaining all oxyacids of sulphur contains H2S is common. H2S2 is common. And peroxodisulfuric acid, it also contains H2S2. Now coming to write oxygen atoms. Now thiosulfuric acid, in shortcut we can write TS. Now let us imagine T means 2. That means 2 oxygen atoms. Now coming to thiosulfuric acid. Already you know that ic acid always contains more oxygen atoms compared to us acid. Ic acid always contains more oxygen atoms compared to us acid. So that's why in this case, let us imagine T means 3. That's why 3 oxygen atoms. So in us acid, T is 2. In ic acid, T means 3. Okay, now coming to dithionous acid. So in this case, let us imagine DT means double 2. Double 2 means 2 plus 2, that is 4 oxygen atoms. Now coming to dithionic acid. Ic acid always contains more oxygen atoms compared to us acid. So that's why in this case let us imagine DT means double 3. Double 3 means 3 plus 3 is 6. So in us acid DT means double 2, that is 4. In ic acid DT means double 3, that is 6 oxygen atoms. Now coming to disulfurous acid, that is DS. In this case let us imagine D5. It is one of the danso D5, D7, like that. So 5 oxygen atoms. Now coming to ic acid, sulfuric acid. Ic acid contains more oxygen atoms compared to us acid. Now in this case let us imagine D7. S means 7. H2S2O7. Now coming to peroxomonosulfuric acid. PMS. Here sulfuric acid formula, already you know that sulfuric acid formula H2SO4. So monosulfuric acid, just add one oxygen atom. Now it becomes H2SO5. Now it contains 5 oxygen atoms. H2SO5. Now coming to peroxodisulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid, disulfuric acid. Now take sulfuric acid, and di means multiple with 2. 2 4s are 8. So 8 oxygen atoms. It contains 8 oxygen atoms. Okay, now coming to structures. These are the formulas. So in this way you can write formulas easily. Now coming to structures. H2S2, thiosulfurous acid. How can we write the structure? Here S double bond S bond S is called thio group. Now it contains two hydrogens and two oxygens. Two hydrogens combined with two oxygens, it forms two OH groups. Okay. Now coming to thiosulfuric acid, thio group. S bond S is called thio group. Now it contains two hydrogens and three oxygen atoms. Two hydrogens combined with three oxygen atoms to form two OH groups, and the remaining oxygen atom exists. So double bond O. Now coming to diethionous acid. From this acid, the formula is H2SO4. So from this acid, every acid contains two SO groups and two OH groups. Two SO groups and two OH groups. Now it contains two hydrogens, two sulfur atoms, two oxygen atoms, H2S2O4, four oxygen atoms, and the bond exists between two sulfur atoms. This is the structure of H2S2O4. Now diethyonic acid, the formula is H2S2O6. First write two SO groups, and it contains two OH groups. So two SO groups and two OH groups is common. Now already written four oxygen atoms, two hydrogens, two sulfur atoms. Remaining two oxygen atoms exist like this. So there is a bond between sulfur and sulfur. This is bond. So this is the structure of diethyonic acid. Now coming to disulfurous acid. The formula is H2S2O5. First write two SO groups, and then write two OH groups, and the remaining oxygen exists like this, and there is SS bond exist. Now coming to disulfuric acid, H2S2O7. First you write two SO groups and two OH groups, and remaining three oxygen atoms. In remaining three oxygen atoms, two oxygen atoms exist like this, and remaining oxygen atoms exist SO bond S bond. Now coming to peroxomonosulfuric acid. So we write the structure later. Now coming to peroxodisulfuric acid, it contains the formula H2S2O8. First write two SO groups, and two OH groups, and the remaining four oxygen atoms. We can write like this. Two oxygen atoms exist like this, and the remaining two oxygen atoms exist like this. So this is the structure of peroxodisulfuric acid. Now coming to peroxomonosulfuric acid, H2SO5. Already you know that the formula of sulfuric acid. This is the formula of sulfuric acid, H2SO4. In peroxomonosulfuric acid, the formula is H2SO4. One oxygen is more, so the one oxygen we should keep like this. So this is peroxy bond. Peroxy bond can exist, that's why it is called peroxymonosulfuric acid. So the structure is S double bond O, OH, peroxy bond, and double bond O. Now coming to oxidation state of sulfur. We have to find out the oxidation state of sulfur. Hydroxide always -1. Hydroxide -1. So double bond is sulfide, it is -2, and the total is -1, -3, -4. Total is -4. So the oxidation state is +4. The oxidation state of central sulfur atom is +4, and terminal sulfur is -2. Now coming to thiosulfuric acid, we have to find out oxidation state of central sulfur, and hydroxide always -1. Double bond always -2. So sulfide group -2. The total is -1, -3, -4, -6. So the oxidation state of central atom is +6. Now coming to diethionous acid, the formula is H2O4. We have to find out oxygen state of sulfur. Hydroxide always -1, double bond always -2. So the total is -1 -2, total -3. So the oxygen state is +3. So for this sulfur atom, double bond O -2, hydroxide -1, total is -3. So the oxygen state is +3. Now coming to this sulfur atom, hydroxide -1, double bond O always -2, double bond O always -2. So the total is -1 -2 -3 -5. So the oxygen state is +5. So coming to this sulfur atom, double bond O -2, hydroxide -1, double bond O -2, the total is -5. So the oxygen state is +5. Now coming to this acid, disulfurous acid. So the oxygen state of sulfur is hydroxide -1, double bond O always -2, double bond O -2, the total is -5. So the sulfur is, oxygen state of sulfur is +5. Now coming to this sulfur, double bond O -2, hydroxide -1, so total -3. So the oxygen state is +3. Now coming to disulfuric acid, hydroxide always -1, double bond always -2, double bond -2, single bond always -1, single bond always -1. So the total -2, -3, -5, -6. So the oxygen state is +6. Now coming to this sulfur, double bond O -2, hydroxide -1, double bond O -2. So the total single bond is -1, single bond O -1. So the total is -1, -3, -4, -6. So the oxygen state is +6. Now coming to peroxymonosulfuric acid, the formula is H2SO5, and hydroxide -1, double bond O -2, double bond O -2, single bond O -1. So these are attaching to central atom. So -2, -3, -5, -6. So the oxygen state is +6. Now coming to peroxodisulfuric acid. Peroxodisulfuric acid, the formula is H2S2, white, and we have to find out the oxygen state of central atom sulfur. Now hydroxide -1, double bond O -2, double bond O -2, single bond O -1. The total is -1, -3, -4, -6. So the oxygen state is +6. Now coming to this sulfur, double bond O -2, hydroxide -1, double bond O -2, single bond O -1. Total -1, -3, -4, -6. So the oxygen state is +6. So in this way you can find out the oxygen state easily. Now coming to diethionous acid. It is also called hyposulfurous acid. Diethionous also called hyposulfurous acid. Hyposulfurous acid, HS, DT or HS. Diethionous acid also called hyposulfurous acid. Diethionic acid also called hyposulfuric acid. Hyposulfuric acid. So that's why you should remember the code DT or HS. DTH. You should remember DTH, and these are disease, broadcasting disease. Now coming to disulfurous acid. Disulfurous acid also called pyrosulfurous acid. And disulfuric acid also called pyrosulfuric acid. So you should remember DS or PS. DS means disulfurous acid or pyrosulfurous acid. Disulfuric acid or pyrosulfuric acid. Now coming to peroxymonosulfuric acid. Peroxymonosulfuric acid also called Carose acid. So you should remember car. Peroxymonosulfuric acid, monocar. I have monocar. Mono means one car. I have one car. Peroxymonosulfuric acid means simply commercially we can say Carose acid. What is the commercial name of peroxymonosulfuric acid? That is Carose acid. Now coming to peroxodisulfuric acid. The commercial name of peroxodisulfuric acid is Marshall's acid. So Marshall's acid, di-Marshall. Remember di-Marshall. So in this way, so we can learn formula, structure, and their oxygen state. Thanks to all for watching my video.